Hi folks, happy spring. I'm going to plant some of my trees in the ground today and explain some reasons why I'm doing this. So here are the 3 trees that I'm planning on placing in the ground today. And I'm going to put them in my grow bed with my other trees that I'm training as bonsai. So why would you ever want to place your trees, which you're training as bonsai, into the ground? Big reason is, unsurprisingly, trees grow really well when they're planted in the ground. They can also grow fairly well in large pots. You can get good growth, but you can get just as good growth in the ground. Second reason is they are way easier to take care of when they're planted in the ground, especially as it relates to watering. So in my climate, this grow bed right here, where I have a lot of trees I'm developing, I don't really need to worry about watering it except in July and August, in the really hot, dry months for my climate. Maybe in June a little bit, maybe in September a little bit. Other than that though, watering just takes care of itself. And even when I do have to irrigate and water them, it's not like I'm watering them every day like I do my bonsai trees. It's maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. I think, it's getting a little dry in there, I should probably dump some water in there. So just way easier to take care of trees in the ground. And just because they're in the ground doesn't mean they're not in training as bonsai. You can very much train trees in the ground, of course. Like in my last video, I dug up some trees and worked on the roots, and you can prune them as well, of course, the tops. So it's just an easier way to lower maintenance way to train trees as bonsai. All right, so a little bit about each one of these trees. So the first one here is my moon tree, my giant sequoia. And I've already done a video about this tree. This tree is not an actual moon tree. The seed does not fly around in space, but it is a tree that was from the moon tree experiment. And so why in particular am I placing this tree in the ground? Honestly, I just don't know what I'm going to do to style it. I'm not sure. I'm undecided. And just to make things easy on myself, I'm just going to reduce the number of trees I have to water daily by 1 and put it in the ground and just let it be a sequoia. I think it survived the winter just fine. And I've noticed quite a few, more and more I notice sequoia trees in my climate. So I think it will be able to withstand the climate, or the winters in my climate just fine. So I'm placing it in the ground. So the second tree is my red alder, also a North American native. And why am I placing this tree in the ground? Again, just like the giant sequoia, I'm not really sure how I want to style this tree. I don't have a plan for it, and I don't think I want to make it a tiny, tiny little tree. So I might as well just put it in the ground and let it bulk up for a year or two, or at least until I decide what I want to do with it. So yeah, that's why I'm placing this tree in the ground. And last but not least is my littleleaf mountain mahogany tree. I've not talked about this tree yet on my channel. This is a gift from my friend. Thank you for the tree, really appreciate it. I really love the curve in the trunk here. And I also love that this is a tree that is native to Western North America and probably not used for bonsai too much. So I'm excited to see what I can do with it. So this tree in particular, why I'm putting it in the ground is that this is a Yamadori tree, and I just want to give it the best shot at recovery and growing strong before I start training it. So I'm going to just put it in the ground for a year or two and hope it survives. I think it's doing fine, but I just want to give it the best shot I can and put it in the ground. All right, first I'm going to clear off some of this, some of these weeds. Digging some holes. Alright, tree. We'll do the alder. So I finished up. There they are in the ground. As I was finishing up, I kind of laughed because even though all these trees are from Western North America, they're from such different environments in Western North America that you would never actually see them growing together in nature in such close proximity to one another. Anyways, I'm hoping they'll do well here. Of course, we'll keep you posted on their status. I especially would really love that little leaf mountain mahogany to do well because I really like that tree. Until next time, happy bonsai.